For those of you who are African Americans or identify as Black and you're looking to become an accountant, today we're going to talk about an important organization that you must know about called the National Association of Black Accountants, NABA. This is a video that you're going to want to see. You're going to want to know about NABA. There are other affinity groups for other different ethnic backgrounds that are out there. NABA is the one for Black accountants, and that's what this video is going to talk about. And learn everything there is to know about NABA coming up right now. I've got to say that NABA is definitely close to heart for me because if you know anything about Black accountants or being Black in accounting, whether you're in school and you're trying to understand your place in the profession of accounting, NABA has done a great job over the last, I don't know, maybe 100 years now. I wouldn't say 100, but definitely like several decades of making sure that they have a presence in the schools around the country, making their presence known of who they are and what they aim to accomplish, which is to support Black students and Black professionals in the profession of accounting. And when I was first exposed to NABA, I was in college. NABA has presence in high school too, but I was in college and I was first introduced to NABA, and it was because I was in my accounting courses and they said you should join this group called NABA, which is about Black accounting. So I went and participated in NABA all of the years that I was in my college years, and actually served as a president of the student chapter at my school for 1 year. And NABA has so much to offer. It's crazy that I'm just doing this video now. It's like I expect that most people know about NABA if you're Black in accounting and you're in school. But I know that there's a lot of people who still don't know. And I'm doing this video because somebody left a comment that said, I'm still new to accounting. I heard about NABA. I heard they have a conference coming up or they have a convention coming up, but I'm so new. Should I go? The answer is yes. You should definitely go. You can figure out how to get to a NABA conference or a NABA convention. It's an absolute yes. You should go. And what we're going to do is talk about NABA because I think it's important that everybody understands what NABA is doing and the things that you can get from NABA. NABA puts a smile on my face, because they've done a lot for me throughout my journey and my career. You meet so many good people, and that's one of the benefits of going. So I'm gonna just hit refresh. This is the NABA website. So this is the NABA website, nabainc.org. Okay, over here, go to this website, browse through it, look through it, understand it. Look at this video. MC Light is in the video, y'all. Look at that. Okay, all these Black professionals, Black students, Black leaders that are available. Deloitte's there, right? EY's there, PwC's there, KPMG's there, Grant Thornton's there. There's a lot of big accounting, organizations are there. Successful accountants, successful Black accountants, and not just Black accountants. They have people from all different backgrounds that come to these NABA conferences, NABA conventions, all in the spirit of helping one another, helping the Black accounting community to lift, right? Because their motto was, I'm not sure if it's still their motto, but their motto was lifting as we climb. So, and that's kind of just in the spirit of everybody that's at NABA, lifting as we climb. We've got people who are already established that are there trying to create opportunities and open doors for people who are students and people who are young professionals who are looking for guidance. And this is some of the snippets of, I think, one of their conventions here. But just look at it. Look at all the people you get to see and interact with and learn about and meet. And you'll be surprised that who you meet, that you will have lifelong established relationships with these people. You might work next to some of these people. They're giving out awards. They're doing what they can to show you that they're the place to go and be. And they've actually made a lot of changes recently to their branding, to their mission, to their goal, the way they organize. So some of these things that you're seeing on their website are really fairly new in terms of what I think from a marketing perspective and some of the things that they're offering. But there's a lot that appears to still be the same. So we're going to walk through it. So, of course, there's NABA Inc. Insights 2023 Elevate. This is the convention or the conference, the convention, the 2023 convention. So we're going to talk about that. Before we get there, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. But before we get there, just take a look at the website. You know, the website has, join NABA. They have all these different links to resources that they are providing for students, for Black students, for Black professionals that want to look for opportunities. This is what NABA is about. They want to bring the community together. So, empowering Black business leaders at every stop of the journey. With over 7,000 members across the country, NABA provides a platform for Black professionals to get engaged, inspired, and empowered to excel. Join the movement. Become a part of the unique mission-led and Black-centered association for Black professionals. Scale toward the pinnacle of your career path with our support. Join NABA today. Now, before I hit this Join NABA button and give you my spiel about how you should join NABA, I want you to just look at their partners: Deloitte, KPMG, Accenture, PwC, American Express, Alvarez Marshall, Bank of America, Charles Schwab, Boeing, Citi, Cisco, CLA, Credit Suisse. I think they were in the business. I don't think Credit Suisse is up there anymore, but because I know they were in the news for some stuff. That's what we're gonna leave it at. But look, EY, right? FDIC, Humana, RSM, all these different organizations that are partnered with NABA, and just looking at this is enough of a selling point for why you should be joining NABA and going to conferences and conventions, right? So if you hit this Join NABA button here, what you're going to see is a membership application. If you want to be a professional member, this is for anyone who is graduated from college already, in your profession, in your career, and you want to be a member. Your annual membership fee is $200. If you're faculty, so if you're teaching or you work in academia, it's $115. If you're a senior over the age of 65, it's $85. And if you're under the College Pipeline Initiative, it's zero. So you should want to know what that is if you're somebody who qualifies for the College Pipeline Initiative. So it says interested in becoming College Pipeline Initiative member after graduation, transitioning from a student member like an undergraduate or graduate to a professional member is easy, and best of all, it's free for 1 year. For 1 year, your membership will be free. And let me make sure this is right. If you are after graduation and transitioning from a student member to a professional member, you get a free year membership with NABA. So if you are qualified as that, I would make sure you go to this application, and we'll put the link in the description. Make sure you go to this application and apply. And then for student members, so student members are undergraduates or graduate students, full time or part time, majoring in accounting, finance, or a related field, or high school students, and interested in pursuing a career in accounting or finance. It's only $35. So you can, start a business, get $35. Ask somebody for $35. Ask your parents for $35 and show them this video on why they need to pay it so that you can be a part of that, right? $35 is very, relatively inexpensive for this membership that's going to provide so much, and we're going to get into that. And I can't tell you enough how much you need to become a member of NABA, okay? You need to become a member of NABA. So you go through this application process, you figure out, you identify where you fall, and then you pay the fee, and they'll send you all the information for how you become a member. If you're a professional, please, and I'm sure my friends at NABA, one of my close friends, and who was a president of a local chapter in NABA, and I'm sure Ghislaine, the CEO of NABA, will tell you to make sure if you're a professional, please join. Right? We should be joining if we're professionals, because this is something that they created for all of us. This is something that we need to participate in so that we can help the community. We can help the network of peers that are out there, and all the students and young professionals that are trying to walk into the profession. So that's my spiel. Do it. Let's go back. So now we're talking about joining NABA. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. You're going to subscribe to CPA Diversity at the same time. So what we're going to talk about next, let's see. There was a lot that's on here. So you can see like the board of directors of NABA, you can get familiar with the faces. So when you're at the convention or you're at a NABA event and you see the faces, don't be a stranger. They want you to know who they are so that you can, you can talk to them, pick their brain, introduce yourself, whatever the case may be. They're listed here. They're the board of directors. The current president and CEO of NABA is Ghislaine St. Just, and I've had an opportunity to actually interview Ghislaine on CPA University, so I suggest you go see it. We were talking about being Black accounting and the diversity gap and the opportunities that there are and some of the programs that the CAQ and NABA are working on together to bridge the gap, to bridge the Black wealth gap, and bridge the diversity gap in the profession of accounting. So we'll make sure we also link that so that you can see that video on our channel, but also just be familiar with who she is because she is running the whole operation at NABA right now, and she's very nice, and very passionate about NABA, very passionate about the career, the profession, in her community of NABA people, okay, NABA professionals, NABA students. So definitely want to make sure you understand who she is. Then they've got the corporate advisory board. You get to just know the team, right? And that's one of the things you can do. You can just browse through here and know who the team is, NABA staff, everybody who's working to make sure that NABA is doing the best job that they can is here. So you can look at these about links to see that. We talked about membership. There's corporate membership here. There's, you can find your local chapter as well. So they have chapters all over, right? Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, California, Arizona, Colorado, Washington. Pretty much come to this page and you can figure out where you are and what you can do to become a local member, chapter member for NABA as well, which is good because there is the NABA membership, at large, which is like the global or, the overall NABA membership, the overall membership to the overall NABA organization. But then when you're in a particular state, you have the local chapter, and that local chapter will put you in contact with other NABA members in your community, in your area. And they also have events. They also have networking events, so you can meet the people who are just like you, who are in the profession, who are doing great things, and potentially you guys can identify synergies and opportunities, whether that be you're a professional or if you're a student, right? It's always good to network and understand who's in your environment, in your area, who you can collaborate with, who you can work with, who you can just talk about things with, and just share stories and share experiences. So definitely check this page out so you can understand more about where you are if you have a membership. Now, I think these gray areas are actually states that don't have local memberships. So if you're in one of the gray states, it's probably because you're going to have to be a member at large for NABA. And I'm hoping I'm getting that right now. I believe, the page is blank. Yeah, I believe that's what that means. I'm trying to see if there's some kind of scale here that will let you know, but I don't see one. But okay. Professional. NABA has over 50 professional chapters across the United States. Locate the chapter closest to you and learn more about the chapter and find upcoming events in your area. Are you a NABA member in that area that does not have a NABA member yet? If you're interested in forming a NABA chapter, are you interested in forming a NABA chapter? So I'm thinking the ones that are gray don't have chapters is what that is. So if you join as a member, you're just gonna be a member at large, which is you're a member of NABA overall, but you won't have a local chapter for you. So let's talk about something else with NABA. Let's see. Membership we talked about. Okay, program. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of the things that NABA does. There are a lot of like good hidden things. Well, it's not hidden. You just have to come to the website and see it, right? But there are a lot of things that are here that could be resources for you, that could be helpful for you in your journey in trying to identify your career path. So let's talk about these. Let's see the NABA Foundation. So the NABA Foundation, welcome to the NABA Foundation. Our mission is to close the Black wealth gap through education, earnings, entrepreneurship, and enterprise. We believe that through intentional and focused efforts, we can make a tangible difference in the lives of Black students, professionals, and communities across the United States. We're committed to creating a worldwide where everyone has the opportunity to succeed and thrive. To achieve this goal, NABA Foundation focuses on 4 key areas: education, earnings, entrepreneurship, and enterprise. And I think these are basically the values that NABA is coming under, and they're standing on top of to say, as a collective, this is what we are about. This is what we aim to achieve in the world and in the profession. So they give you a nice rundown of what each one of these means: education, earnings, entrepreneurship, enterprise. And I would just encourage you to spend some time reading through this so you can get an understanding of what these value systems are. But here's a little hidden link here, too, that you might not be aware of. There's a scholarship today. To achieve this goal, we offer scholarships to deserving students who demonstrate academic excellence, leadership potential, and financial needs. So if you're someone who feels like you deserve a scholarship and you fit those qualifications, which I would encourage all of you to, click that link and take a look at this page. Now, it looks like the scholarships are going to run annually and they start at the beginning of the year. So as of this date, right now, this is closed because today is it's May the 23rd, and this application closed in February 2023. So if I were you, I would just keep an eye out for what's happening on this page. Maybe they have a new scholarship and they update the dates and they post a new link to say here's a new scholarship. But it looks like this might be one of the annual type of scholarships where it might reopen back in January. So through generous contributions of individuals, groups, and organizations that share the NABA desire to break through the economic barriers students of color often experience, NABA offers an average of 150 scholarships annually, ranging from 1,000 to 10,000. So see, I don't know if you can get to all 150 by just applying here. This is where I'll click that just to see, but they do 150 a year. This is why you should become a member, because you're going to start to get the information on how to get your hand on some of these available scholarships. So our four values spells out aims: all in, intention, morality, service. So which of these resonate with you the most, and can you share a story about how you live this value out of your daily life? So the scholarships are available; they're there. Let's see where this link goes to. It's the applicant portal. So this one is currently closed. I'm thinking that they will probably open up a new one, or when you log in and join as a member, you'll see how to get access to applications for some of those other scholarships that they have available. But NABA has scholarships. So you're encouraged to go and look at that to see how that can help you with your schooling or whatever educational or career pursuits that you have in mind. So let's go to ACAP. So ACAP, and I haven't spent a ton of time on all of this, but I did browse through this before I started this video. Accounting Career Awareness Program. So I know this program is geared toward high school students. So if you are a high school student, I will be definitely looking into what this program is that NABA is offering to you all. It is a unique pipeline. It is a unique pipeline from a high school student to a college that allows students to become prepared and informed about the expectations of college life. So the ACAP program is in the Accelerated Career Awareness Program for high school students, freshmen through seniors, in which they are put in the NABA pipeline to help build future Black business leaders with a focus on directing them to major in accounting, finance, and related business fields, including entrepreneurship. It included a 1 week residency at a college or university combined with a year-round programming. So this is also another thing to look into that they offer when it's available. Gonna click that to see. Look like the application may be closed. It says it opened on the 25th. Let's see. If I hit apply, what happens? You got to go to an apply portal. So if it were me, I would just be trying to look to see if I could apply anyway, just to get my name in. But I would keep an eye out for how to get involved in ACAP. Okay, if you're a high school student, because that's going to give you a door to get to know the profession, get to meet people who are already working in the profession, get to meet people who are already in the NABA network. So another good resource here: diversifying the accounting pipeline program. Let's look and see what this is. Our mission: materially increase the number of Black and African American persons who are fluent in accounting, the language of money, business, and wealth. Improve awareness, access, preparation for Black and African American persons to accountancy. Okay, and then gain an edge with our development and certification tracks. This is something that I will be looking into, right? If you are a young professional, if you're a student, you're in college, I strongly encourage you to look into these certification tracks, because when I was browsing through these, and I just learned about these myself, I was thinking, wow, I didn't even know this was here. Sometimes you just got to go out and look for things, right? So, students, CMA, right? So I guess this is for students. CMA, Certified Management Accounting Track, a globally recognized certification. The CMA is a passport to a wide range of career opportunities. I'm gonna stop right there. One thing that I talk about a lot on this channel is the CPA license, the Certified Public Accounting Track, right? CPA license, which has a lot of opportunity in itself, especially for Blacks and African Americans. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that there's probably not as many CMAs as well out there. And if you decide to go down this CMA route, you're going to be locking in and getting experience, getting education, getting certification, and getting a lot of value out of your career for having this certification. If anybody's gone through certified, or not certified, but through management accounting in school, you already know how fun it is to be in management accounting. When I say fun, I mean it can get a little complex. I don't think that it was one of my favorite classes in school. And I just can't see that, there's a lot of people who are just like rushing to become a management accountant. I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying I would look into it because if you become a certified management accountant, I mean, you're going to be able to understand cost accounting, I believe is what that's about. Understanding how to account for the production of products, right? All the different things that go into it. And I'm going to try to reach here and remember what I learned, but basically, like work in process, buying materials, right? Let's say you have some like a product that you're planning on, manufacturing thousands or even millions of. How does a company account for the costs associated with one of those products to identify the profit that they make off of the sale of one of those products, right? You have to understand the cost that goes into producing that, getting the raw material, right? Understanding the allocation of the equipment that's running, how that depreciation is allocating to the cost of the product, how the all the different intricacies of what makes up the product. I'm not going to get too far into it. Management accounting, that's another great path. I would look into going down this track. Certified public accounting track. We talk about that all the time. We encourage people to be CPAs. That's another track. The leadership track and the faculty development track. You can apply here. You can learn more. I suggest you do it. These could be opportunities sitting right here waiting for you to take advantage of. And I would say that a lot of people probably don't visit these sites and take advantage of these tracks enough. So look into it, okay? Another thing that NABA is providing as a resource to their members, okay? All right, so we're gonna get down to student programs, and we're going to get down to education programs. Student programs. NABA student members include college and graduate students in more than 150 chapters across the country. Just like it's important to have friends on campus, it's highly rewarding and enriching to have a group of peers in the same major or related field as you. Like I said before, one of the greatest things about NABA is you get to be around people who are your peers, who are in accounting, who identify as being Black or African American, and who have a lot of the same interests. The student programs are something that I am familiar with. When I was a student, I was going to regional student conferences. So regional student conferences are conferences that they have just for the students of a particular region in the country. I think I went to the Southern Region Student Conference. So, and if you've seen any of the videos that I've done before about how I got my CPA exam material for free, I did that at a Southern Region Student Conference at NABA. When I went to NABA, I had a CPA that was already established pay for one of my sections of my CPA exam. I'm gonna have to do a video on that one, but like one of the things about going to these conferences is that you just never know what opportunities are going to be available that you can take advantage of. So that's why I encourage you to go and to join and be a part of NABA. You can get interviewed, you can land jobs, you can have your CPA exam paid for, you can identify how to get CPA material. It's all up to you and what you're willing to go and do. But you gotta show up, you gotta have a good attitude, you gotta be open to the possibilities, and don't expect anything. Just be open to whatever it is that's there for you. And I'll do another video on that, I'm sure one day. But the going to the conferences, going to the conventions is just such a good thing to do for you if you're going to be in accounting, in the accounting profession, and you do identify as Black or African American. I can't say it enough. You need to be going to these conferences. I need to be better about going to them too. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been ever since I've been in my not. I wouldn't say I haven't been. I've been to a few meetings and things, but definitely need to be better myself about getting out to some of these events. So let's talk about the event. I want to show you how cool this is. Okay, so like I showed you at the beginning, I mean, look at this video. This is just some of what they're doing. Okay, like they're doing it big at the national convention. Okay, but I want to let's go through and see what the convention looks like. So like here's the agenda. We're just gonna browse through the agenda. They make the agenda publicly available for you to look at, so you can know what you can get into. So like they have they have like these breakout sessions where you can pick what you want to learn about. Entrepreneurship track ones, elevate your business. Entrepreneurship tracks, let me make this a little bigger, right? Elevate your business, develop a $1 billion mindset. Come on, look at that. You want to be at that. You want to be at develop a $1 billion mindset. Owning your brilliance. You want to be at own your brilliance. You want to know that. This is the one. This is the one that's at NABA in New Orleans, I believe it is, this year. Let's go back, and it's on June the 6th. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. Okay, so this is the New Orleans National Convention for this year for June the 6th through the 10th, which is like in 2 weeks. So if you're seeing this video today and you think you can make it, I would register here and attend this event. If you're in New Orleans and you're watching this video, I will try to do what I can to be there. I'm not in New Orleans and I won't be making it this year, but I know it's going to be great. Let's go back to this agenda. Let's see. Elevating your education, a roundtable discussion with HBCU and college faculty. And there's been such more of a focus on HBCUs at the accounting profession as a whole. NABA has always been focused on HBCUs. They have always been focused on trying to get in touch with students at the HBCUs and more recently with community colleges. But they're going to have a roundtable discussion about what they're doing and I guess what's happening with HBCUs and college faculty. That's a Deloitte event. Okay, so Deloitte is going to have a session. Um, just there's tons of sessions here to look at. A leadership and training program for success, and then that was the first day. You got some CPE sessions for professionals, so that's continuing professional education. That's me. You can use that to help meet your CPE requirements for your license if you're a CPA, if you're a CMA, if you've got some other kind of professional certification. These breakout sessions are going to allow you to get some of those credits. So they do that as well. And they have lunch, they have food, they try to make it a very fun and interactive experience. They have student development sessions, right? Student chapter leadership training, uh, town hall meeting, CPA bound reception. Go here, look through the agenda. If you're not attending, look through the agenda because you might plan to attend one day and you want to get an idea for some of the things that they do. Make it a goal to go to a national one. I'm gonna make it a goal to go to a national one. I'm gonna do my best to try to make it a goal to be there next year. I've never actually been to a national convention, but I have been to several of the Southern Region Student Conferences, and they are great. They have always been great. So this video here, we're about 30 minutes in on this video. Let me go ahead and wrap us up. They've got resources, careers at NABA. If you come here and take a look, you got, oh, this is careers at NABA. Sorry, you can apply for a career at NABA if you want to be at NABA. Here's the Career Center. I thought this was also good. They have opportunities that they post so that you have another resource to see if there's an opportunity out there for you to get some experience, to get some work for yourself. So I would encourage you to go here and look as well. And then also how to connect with NABA. To wrap us up, NABA is amazing. I can't say enough about NABA. I'm going to do more to cover NABA. Make sure that you join NABA. Pay the $35 if you're a student. If you're a professional, pay the $200. Do your part. Let's all be involved. And let me know if you have any questions about NABA. Go look at our video with Delane St. Juice, the CEO and president of NABA currently today. We have a video with her. Go and look at that. and learn more about what she's doing, how she sees the vision for NABA and for the accounting profession as a whole. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. It has been great to educate you on NABA. We're going to do some other affinity groups too. I'm not as familiar with them, but I know that there are some other ones for Hispanics. There's some for the Asian community, and I'm sure there's some other ones out there. So I'm going to do my part to educate myself and help you all get educated as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.